What really happened when Taehyung quietly revealed his promotion to sergeant? And why does this single Instagram post still haunt timelines, spark emotions, and raise questions fans can't stop asking? What if one photograph, posted without warning, could change the way millions of people saw discipline, growth, and silence? What if a single update brief, understated, almost casual, carried more emotional weight than a global press conference? Before you scroll past, pause for a second. Ask yourself this question: why are fans still talking about Taehyung's military promotion, even long after the post disappeared into the endless river of social media updates? And before you read any further, share your thoughts. Leave a comment, tap like, and subscribe, because stories like this live and breathe through conversation. When Kim Taehyung, known worldwide as btsBts, uploaded a series of photos to Instagram announcing his promotion to sergeant during his mandatory military service, the reaction was immediate, intense, and deeply emotional. At the time, it looked simple: a few images, a quiet caption, no dramatic explanation, no grand statement. Yet that simplicity was precisely what made it powerful. Even now, months later, the update continues to circulate across fan communities, resurfacing on timelines, forums, and discussion threads, as if it refuses to be forgotten. According to conversations frequently echoed in entertainment spaces such as kpop, this was not just news, it was a moment that symbolized transformation. Taehyung's military journey had always been watched with unusual attention, as a global star stepping into an environment defined by uniformity, hierarchy, and silence. His enlistment carried emotional weight from the beginning. Fans understood that military service would temporarily strip away the glamorous layers of stage, lights, and designer outfits, revealing a version of Taehyung shaped by routine, obedience, and discipline. Still, no one expected how profoundly this period would redefine public perception of him. The Instagram post announcing his promotion to sergeant did not shout for attention. Instead, it whispered. In the photos, Taehyung stood in military uniform, posture firm, expression calm, eyes carrying a quiet seriousness that contrasted sharply with the playful, expressive idol fans were used to seeing. There was no forced smile, no exaggerated pose, just a man standing confidently in his role, having earned his place through effort rather than fame. That contrast struck deeply. It felt raw, honest, almost shocking in its restraint. What made the update even more striking was its timing and tone. By the time the post surfaced, many fans had settled into the rhythm of his absence from the entertainment world. The days of constant updates, live streams, and public appearances were gone. Then, suddenly, there he was, older somehow, steadier, transformed. The promotion to sergeant was not just a rank change. It symbolized progress, recognition, and trust earned within one of the most demanding environments imaginable. For many fans, it was the first tangible sign of how seriously Taehyung was embracing his duty. Even though the announcement happened some time ago, its echoes remain loud. Clips, screenshots, and edits of the photos still trend periodically, often accompanied by emotional captions and reflective messages. Fans revisit the moment not because it is new, but because it continues to mean something. In online discussions, people talk about how the images challenge their assumptions. This was not Taehyung the superstar being uploaded on stage. This was Taehyung the soldier, acknowledged by a system that values endurance and responsibility above all else. The emotional response was not limited to pride. There was also surprise. Many fans admitted they did not expect the military version of Taehyung to feel so grounded. The playful chaos often associated with him had been replaced by a calm authority. His eyes, in particular, became a focal point of discussion. People wrote about how they seemed sharper, more focused, as if carrying stories he wasn't telling. That silence invited interpretation, turning a simple update into a canvas for collective imagination. In spaces where fans gathered to analyze every detail, such as forums often cited by kpop readers, conversations stretched far beyond the promotion itself. People asked whether military life had changed his outlook on fame, art, and identity. They speculated about how this experience might influence his music and performances once he returned. The sergeant stripes on his uniform became symbolic, representing maturity, resilience, and an evolution that could not be achieved through success alone. One of the most compelling aspects of the post was how it redefined strength. For years, fans had admired Taehyung for his charisma, creativity, and emotional expressiveness. But this was a different kind of strength, quiet, disciplined, earned through consistency rather than applause. It forced people to rethink what growth looks like for someone who already seems to have everything. How does a global icon grow when fame has already given him the world? The answer, it seemed, lay in service. The continued circulation of the post also speaks to the power of authenticity in an age of oversharing. Taehyung did not explain his feelings in a lengthy caption. He did not narrate his struggles or achievements. He simply showed up, in uniform, acknowledging a milestone. That restraint invited respect. It allowed viewers to project their own emotions onto the moment, creating a shared experience that felt personal despite its public nature. As time passed, the promotion announcement began to take on a nostalgic quality. Fans who discovered the images later felt as though they were uncovering a hidden chapter of his story. Those who had seen it in real time remembered exactly where they were when the post appeared. Some described crying unexpectedly. Others spoke of feeling a strange sense of comfort, knowing that Taehyung was not only doing well, but excelling in a space completely removed from the entertainment industry. The emotional resonance of the moment also lies in what it represents for the future. Military service, for Korean artists, often marks a dividing line between eras. There is the artist before enlistment and the artist after. Taehyung's promotion to sergeant suggested that the person who would eventually return was being shaped by experiences far removed from recording studios and fashion runways. Fans began to imagine how this growth would translate into his art. Would his voice carry new depth? Would his lyrics reflect different priorities? The questions linger, unanswered, fueling anticipation. What makes this story particularly powerful is that it does not rely on spectacle. There were no press releases, no staged photo shoots, no dramatic headlines at the time. And yet, the impact has been lasting. In an industry that thrives on constant noise, this quiet update cut through in a way few announcements ever do. It reminded people that some of the most meaningful transformations happen away from the spotlight. Even now, when the images resurface, the reaction feels almost ritualistic. Fans repost them with captions expressing pride, longing, and admiration. New fans discover the post and feel as though they are meeting a different side of Taehyung. For the first time, the moment has become a reference point, a symbol of integrity and dedication that transcends fandom boundaries. The discussion often circles back to one central idea: respect. Respect for a man who did not rely on his fame, who stepped into a system where everyone starts from the same baseline. Respect for his willingness to grow in silence. Respect for the way he shared the milestone not as a boast, but as a quiet acknowledgement. In a world obsessed with validation, that humility resonates deeply. There is also an undercurrent of emotion that is harder to articulate. For many fans, watching Taehyung succeed in the military feels personal, as if his progress somehow validates their own struggles. With growth and responsibility, his promotion becomes a reminder that hard work is recognized, even when no one is watching. That message, subtle but powerful, is part of why the story refuses to fade. As conversations continue, the Instagram post has evolved into more than just news. It is now a narrative anchor, a moment fans return to when discussing Taehyung's character. It challenges simplistic views of idols as untouchable or detached from ordinary experiences. Instead, it frames him as someone willing to be shaped by duty, someone who embraces structure without losing identity. So, why does this matter now? Why revisit a promotion announced months ago? Because stories like this reveal truths that do not expire. They remind us that growth is often quiet, that recognition does not always come with applause, and that sometimes the most powerful statements are made without words. Taehyung's sergeant promotion, shared through a simple Instagram post, continues to resonate because it captures a universal truth about becoming something more through discipline and humility. And now, the question returns to you. What did you feel when you first saw those photos or when you're imagining them now? Did they surprise you, move you, change the way you see him? Share your thoughts. Leave a comment, like this story, and subscribe for more narratives that dive deeper than the headline. Because sometimes, the quietest moments tell the loudest truths.